Hey guys, I just wanted to put a list in here for the rules for the tournament that's being hosted by Not So Royal on the PA Events Discord channel. I'll leave this up here real quick for you guys so you guys will be able to know the rules for the tournament battles as we move forward on in the tournament. Hey guys, Joanna coming in with a continuation of the PA Events Discord Rome 2 Siege battle. We have, this is beginning of the round 2 here. We have Team Gangrene going against Team Window Lickers. Team Gangrene, I believe, is Maximus, Billy Blazes 128, and Dagger McStabby. They are currently defending in this first battle. Maximus will be playing as Nabatea. Billy Blazes will be playing as Mesacily, and Dagger McStabby will be playing as Galatia. Getting into the attacking armies here, we have the Team Window Lickers. Nervii is being commanded by Spitfire. Solid Man is commanding Egypt way over there. And on this side we have Carthage being commanded by Axe Minister. Let's get over some of the army comps here. We'll go over Axe Minister first here with Carthage. He is spread out a little bit. Actually, we can only see a little bit of his army because this is a Defenders replay. So we'll just get over his units that we can see right now. Mercenary Gallic Warriors. 2 units of Mercenary Gallic Warriors, a unit of Mercenary Italian Swordsmen, another unit of Gallic Warriors, and some other Italian Swordsmen here. Nervii, we have some Fierce Swords, some Oathsworn. He's got all 4 of his units of the Gallic Hunters up here near the gate. Probably going to get some fire in onto these wall artilleries here. We also have some more Oathsworn, Fierce Swords, Celtic Warriors, and Fierce Swords there for Nervii. Also, he has 2 other towers here, Celtic Warriors and Celtic Warriors. We can see the majority of the Egypt army, so he has brought with him 3 units of Citizen Cavalry here. He's got 3 units of the Mercenary Cretan Archers, 1 unit of Nubian Bowmen. Getting a little closer in here, he's got a couple of units of Thorax Swordsmen back here, Galatian Royal Guard, Galatian Swordsmen here, Carian Axemen, two units of Carian Axemen, some Thorax Pikemen, Thorax Swordsmen on that side, 2 units of the Egyptian infantry there. Getting into the defending armies, we will go over Galatia first. Galatia is being commanded by Dagger McStabby. He has actually brought with himself 7 units of the Galatian Legionnaires. He's got 2 units of the Levy Freeman somewhere. Here's one of the units of Levy Freeman. The other unit is way up over there by the other gate. Okay. We do have some more Galatian Legionnaires throughout the street here. Galatian Swords, Galatian Legionnaires. Do also have his ranged up here, Mercenary Cretan Archers. I believe he has, Mercenary Syrian Archers. He's got 3 units of those. He also has a unit of Celtic Slingers with him. So that would pretty much wrap out the entirety of the... Oh, his general is a Galatian nobleman. Sorry. Getting into Mesacily here. Mesacily is actually defending this far back gate over here. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this settlement before or played on this settlement, but this is a easy way for a faction who has deployable units, vanguard units, however you want to call it. They can line up pretty much right over here and just storm right on through this gate. So it is known here. Billy Blaze, sorry about that. Billy Blaze knows this tactic a little bit, so he's got a couple of units of Desert Legionnaires, Desert Vigiles, Slave Infantry, and a unit of his Tribal Slingers back here, but defending this back gate. Getting back over here to the front where the rest of his army is, we do see a couple more units of Desert Legionnaires, Desert Cohort. He is actually, let me get the list here for you. He's actually got 9 units of Desert Legionnaires, 2 units of Slave Infantry, 2 units of Vigiles, 1 unit of the Desert Cohort. He also has 4 units of Slingers, and his general is a Noble Riders, which should be somewhere. Looking for that gray box flag. Of course, I'm not going to find it now. Okay, well, I don't know where his general is currently hanging out at. Final army here, we have Nabatea. Nabatea is being commanded by Maximus. Maximus has brought with him 7 units of the Axe Warriors, 4 units of Desert Levy, 2 units of the Armored Hoplites, 1 unit of a Rakim Palace Guard, 4 units of Nabatea Archers, and his general is a noble cavalry. He also has 1 unit of pikemen. So 34 minutes. As you can see, a lot of these units, a lot of these the tortoises here are really close up to the wall. I'm going to guess that was probably Nervii who did that, because he does have deployable units, vanguard units, however you want to call it. So like I thought, yeah, the archers here are trying to do their best to get rid of the ballistas up on the wall here, but don't know if they're really getting that great of a volley in onto them. I see a lot of the Nervii Gallic hunters here getting killed. We do have the Carthaginian general here, also general's bodyguard. I do see a lot of the archers getting killed. This unit down to 106, this unit down to 83 already. These other 2 units are still at 120 out of 120. Carthage is starting to move up his units here to probably come up and grab these tortoises, trying to knock down some sections of wall. He's also moving up 1 of his towers currently. Nervii is not moving up any of his siege equipment currently. Oh, he's actually losing 1 of his units of archers here, down to 71 out of 120. So the unit taking some serious damage now, down to 87. These other 2 units still solid at 120 though, so that is good. Ooh, 1 of the tortoises over here did get burned. So that's going to be a little bit rough for Carthage in his attempt to get onto or inside the walls here, as it seems that he only has brought with him 2 towers and the 3 tortoises, 1 of them now being burned down. Let's get a look over here, see what Egypt is doing. Egypt does have 2 of his tortoises getting very close up to the walls here, which is probably going to knock down, I would say, this section and this section here maybe. Galatia does have this rather defended though. He's got a bunch of his Galatian legionnaires here, some Galatian swords. Does have a unit of his mercenary Syrian archers just waiting here for this wall to be breached to be able to get some fire in onto them. So a bit of a slow push here. Not a lot of towers are really moving for anybody. Oh, we do actually. Nervii is moving his towers now. Okay. Oh, they did have another tortoise way over here too. I didn't see that tortoise there. Okay. So, mercenary Gallic warriors have grabbed onto this tortoise. I don't know if any of this wall is able to be damaged, though. Maybe it can be. I'm not entirely sure. Let's just swing back on over here, see what's going on. Nothing really over here. Actually, sending out a unit of his slave infantry to probably scout out the beach. Not a bad idea, actually. Really good idea there by Masacely. Swing on back over here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they can. Maybe they can push this tortoise up here to knock down this section of wall. I wasn't sure if tortoises could actually go up a hill like that, but I guess maybe because they have wheels, I would just suck to be part of that crew having to push them. So, okay, on this side, the 2 tortoises have knocked down these 2 sections of walls here. These Gallic hunters are getting absolutely rained down upon, though, by the tribal slingers here. Pila volleys coming in from the Nabatean Axe warriors. Gallic warriors down to 127 in that unit. This unit down to 100, almost 100 already in that unit. 103 left in that unit. Mercenary Italian swordsmen getting up onto the walls here, taking on a unit of Desert Legionnaires. Let's see what's going on over here. Yeah, they are. Actually, wow, he's going to take down a huge section of this wall. That's actually really amazing. I did not know that. If any of you did not know that, well, now you do, I guess. This wall damage is up to 77%. And he's pulling away. I don't understand. That unit's already down to 86 men left in that unit anyway. So it would not really be able to, wouldn't really be that great of a push through anyway here. Oh, actually a lot more of Carthage's army is now showing up. See a couple of units of his mercenary Cretan archers. Some more Libyan infantry here. Another unit of archers coming out here. A couple more units of the Libyan infantry. So he does have 6 units of Libyan infantry that we can see. Mercenary Italian swordsmen. Let's see if they breached through the walls here. They have gone through this breach now. Gallic warriors down to 100 men. This unit at 98. Really needs to move up some more men very quickly. Very quickly. Nervii does have this one section of wall knocked down. Some 2 units of Desert Legionnaires protecting this breach point here. So far no firing is coming in. Don't really know if this... well, there's only 1 guy left. 2 guys left on this unit, but we only see 1 of them. You can see they kind of got shot. That sucks. Let's see what Egypt is up to over here. Okay, so we do have 2 sections of wall knocked down here for Egypt. Actually, he's got a good little push going on. Some Galatian swordsmen coming in here, taking on a unit of Galatian legionnaires. Second unit of Galatian swordsmen taking on yet another unit of Galatian legionnaires. We do have some Galatian swords making their way up, and this unit of Galatian swordsmen already breaking down to 40 men. Do have the Cretan archers now making their way up with the one unit of Nubian bowmen here for Egypt. Hopefully they're going to start unleashing some volleys into these Galatian legionnaires, maybe to make their push a little bit easier to get into the settlement. Do have a bunch of units climbing down off of the towers now, though. I don't entirely understand what's going on here. Yet another unit here of Egyptian infantry climbing down off of the towers, and the other unit of the Egyptian infantry that made it through the breach point initially has now been routed. Let's get back over here, see what is going on. Actually, Carthage has all of his archers up close to the wall here. His 3 units of his Cretan archers really close to the wall, lofting shots up over. What are they firing into? Looks like they're firing into some Desert Legiones here. Slingers really aren't taking very much damage. That unit's lost 1. Fighting here in the breach point is not going very well at all. We have some Italian swordsmen that have made their way up, but it's one unit of the Italian swordsmen that have made their way up here. Still not looking very good. Archers look like maybe that was a little bit of a misclick, or they were trying to fire and they moved. This unit here of the Cretan archers starting to get hammered down on now, though. See the volleys coming up over the wall into this unit. They're down to 82 men left. Just look at all those arrows coming down. This unit getting evaporated down to 49 men left in that unit here. I have some more units here for Carthage making their way through. A unit of mercenary Gaulic warriors, depleted unit, and another unit of, so these must be the 2 units that broke away initially. Some Italian swordsmen here, more units of Gaulic warriors trying to break through this initial line here of Nabatea's axed warriors. Does not look like it's going very well, though. Let's swing back out onto this side, see what's going on. So Mesacile, I guess he's scouted out this beach and has determined that there's really nothing to worry about out there. He is saving 1 unit of his slave infantry on this side, bringing back the other units of Desert Legionnaires, Vigiles, and the unit of Tribal Slingers. Actually, I did see the line. Looks like slave infantry is going to make their way back over here as well. So I guess Mesacile has determined that this back gate here, or pass-through, it's not even really a gate, this back pass-through is not needed to be defended at this moment. Let's shoot on back over here to the front breach here. And Carthage is losing his numbers rather quickly. Yet another unit of his Gaulic warriors here starting to waver. Do have eyes here on the armored Numidian rider general here from Mesacile. He's starting to make his way over in this direction, up towards the front lines. Another unit of axe warriors making their way over here for Nabatea. We do have some Pila volleys coming out by this unit of Desert Legionnaires, firing up over on top of this breach point here, and they have just all day long to fire on these guys who are stuck up on these rocks. Well done there by Nabatea, getting his men so close up to the breach point that all of these Carthaginian soldiers here are stuck up on the rocks here. Unit of the mercenary Italian swordsmen that were up on the wall that were taking on this unit of legionnaires have actually pulled off and are now trying to take out this ballista. Well done there. Still no real push coming in here. Actually, we do have some losses from this unit of Desert Legionnaires. They are getting fired upon by some of the Nervii archers, actually. Some Gaulic hunters getting some good fire in onto this unit here, down to 103. This other unit still had 160, but they are getting some good flanking fire into this unit of Desert Legionnaires there. Let's get over here, see what Egypt is doing. More units here for Egypt. Okay, so we got some Thorax swordsmen in here. 4 units of Thorax swordsmen in here now. This should make this push a little bit better. Do have a unit of Egyptian infantry up on the wall as well. Let's see. Oh, not yet. They're up on the towers. They're getting closer and closer here. Do have the battering ram getting closer to this gate as well. Let's see how this unit is doing, down to 134. This unit here is 160 out of 160. Really want to keep my eyes here on this breach. This could be the start of something here for Egypt. If he's able to break through these couple of units here, Legionnaires and Galatian swords. Does have this unit of Galatian swords here. He says that his Thorax swordsmen are losing decisively, though. Not very good. Let's scroll in here on some of the fighting. See if maybe we can see some of the archer fire coming up over into this as well. Thorax Swordsman unit is pulling out of combat, coming over probably to, yeah, it looks like maybe they're going to replace this unit here. Oh, well, okay. Galatian Legionnaires taking that opportunity to get a pretty decent Pila volley into these guys' backs. Do have some mercenary Cretan archers moving their way up. These archers are already out of ammunition. They are not, but they are getting really way too close to the melee infantry here. They need to pull these archers back out. We do have a unit of the Carian Axemen making their way in here now for Egypt as well. So that is a good unit to see. Nervii back over here, putting some more men up onto a tower on that side. He is starting to push into this here, though. He's using a unit of his Gallic Hunters. I'm assuming he's out of ammunition. And some Celtic Warriors trying to break into the depleted unit of the Desert Legionnaires. Second unit of Desert Legionnaires are now starting to shift their position a little bit. Looked like maybe they were going to come over and try and assist, but good on him to move them back just to make sure that the rest of these forces can't just push right through into this breach point here. Anything really going on in this back lines? No, these units are still coming back, making their way back from that back gate on that side. Let's see what's going on the Carthage breach point here. Oh, it actually looks like he's making a... Oh, he was making a little bit of a headway, but we do have another unit of the Italian swordsmen breaking. Some Libyan infantry here now taking on a unit of Desert Legionnaires. Looks like these two units of Axe Warriors are in melee combat, but they are not far enough forward really to be fighting. Well, maybe some of them are up there at the front. There we go. We do see some of the Axe Warriors here taking on the Libyan infantry, that unit there. Desert Levy started to pull back. We do have a unit of Axe Warriors here backing up this unit of Axe Warriors. Carthage is now coming up onto the walls. This could be good. He might be able to come down these stairs and start chipping into the sides of these units here, as this unit of Desert Legionnaires said that they are in combat, though. That's, I thought they were, because of how they were running around like that, I thought maybe there wasn't a lot of them left. I thought they were wavering there initially. I apologize for that. Essentially throwing down some more units here. He's got another unit of his Desert Legionnaires making their way down. Nice little archer den here. Some Nabatean archers, tribal slingers. Still have the general up here for Nabatea. I'm sorry, Masacely. Masacely general, not Nabatea. Let's get back over here. I do see Egyptian infantry here now are starting to waver, taking on the unit of Galician swords. Not sure. It says the Levy, Levy Freemen are in combat as well. Let's see what's going on with this ram. Nothing. Nothing is going down with that ram. Actually, we do have a unit of Galician Legionnaires routing out of the front gate here. What happened to this unit that was here on the ram? Maybe they look like they got destroyed. They look like they absolutely got destroyed completely. So, unfortunate for that attempt there by Egypt. Oh no, up here it looks like oh no. His big push coming into this breach point has now been completely halted. All of these units of Thorax Swordsmen and unit of the Carian Axemen now starting to waver and actually completely shatter. Looked like we had about 3 units of Thorax Swordsmen completely shatter off of the battlefield here. That is not good there for Egypt. This last unit here, Carian Axemen, we're trying to hold on, but Pila Valley coming in from these Galician swords and Galician Legionnaires. And this breach point here has been extremely successfully defended here against Egypt. Let's see what Egypt still has left. He's got some Galician Royal Guard. He's got Carian Axemen, Thorax Pikemen. Still have no eyes on his general yet, though. Have not seen the Egyptian general yet. Let's see what Nervii still has. Some Celtic Warriors making their way up. Let's see how their breach point is going. This unit of the Desert Legionnaires that were taking the arrow fire is still here, 48 out of 160. Fierce Swords. It says that they are in melee combat, but I can't really tell the difference between the two of them. I guess this is the Fierce Swords and this is the Celtic Warriors. Yeah, that's what it looks like here. So we have the Fierce Swords taking on a unit of the Desert Legionnaires, and the Celtic Warriors taking on the Desert Legionnaires, the depleted unit of Desert Legionnaires. Let's see how Carthage's push is going. He's got his African pikemen up here. Do they have their pikes down? They do. They are in pike phalanx, or pike formation, however you want to call it. Libyan infantry in here now pushing forward into some more Desert Legionnaires, but unfortunately Nabatea has his archers right here, and he's just firing up over the walls here, probably getting some more good kills into, oh, this Cretan archer unit. Down to 90 men already. Still losing more men, down to 80 now. Wow. Taking some serious losses. Serious losses here. Mercenary Italian swordsmen, Libyan infantry, noble fighters. Mercenary noble fighters making their way up. This is a very strong unit. If used properly, this is a very strong unit. Mercenary Balearic slingers are getting their volleys up and across also. Mercenary Cretan archers are coming back out of combat. They actually still have ammunition. So that had to have been a misclick there. Let's see how the pikemen are doing. Actually, pikemen are pulling out as well. It looks like they just have a bit of a mass retreat coming out. African pikemen down to 125 men. This unit of Libyan infantry down to 114. But these pikemen are getting hammered. Actually, they only lost one. Okay, I thought they lost more. There were a bunch of arrows coming across, though. Cretan archers taking more losses. Libyan infantry here. Italian swordsmen taking losses. Egypt has pulled back. I don't blame him entirely. He has pulled back completely from the walls. Actually, his cavalry started to make their way forward now. Where are they going to go? Are there any traps? Yes, there's caltrops right here. I hope the cavalry doesn't go through that gate, through this breach point. This could be bad. We're going to stay here and watch it. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to charge right on through here. And oh, so far they're missing the caltrops. That's actually pretty good. I haven't seen a single man lost on the caltrops yet. Oh, there goes one. And the cavalry is going to pull back out. Levy Freeman coming over here trying to trap some of these citizen cavalry in here, which looks like that's what they're doing. Citizen cavalry down to, let's get to the flags of the citizen cavalry. We only have one unit in here, 61 out of 80 left. This unit is down to 76, and this unit is at 79. So not the greatest of cavalry charges going into this breach point. There were Levy Freeman right here, though they are, I mean, it's a spear unit, it's a light spear unit, but they're, you know, bonus versus large is 25, which is pretty high. So, yeah, melee defense 55, armor 45. So it's even though they are a cheap unit, it is a pretty solid unit. Let's get back over here. Ooh, Nervii's got some units up on the wall here. He's got some Celtic warriors here chasing down this unit of Galician swords. Do have some more of the desert cohort here now for Masacely getting into these Celtic warriors. I guess he's really trying to take this gate, which again could be a really good opportunity. If they're able to take this gate, that Egyptian cavalry would be able to come right in here and hopefully start causing some headaches here for the defenders. Let's see, I did see a unit on this tower here. Yes, we have a unit of Celtic warriors from Nervii making their way up onto this wall here. Galician swords, 61 out of 160. Oh, we have some Masacely flag here wavering. Desert Legionnaires were starting to waver, but they have corrected themselves. Fierce swords here with 46. Good volleys from the Egyptian archers here, though. Mercenary Cretan archers up over through the slots here on this front wall. But I think both of these units are going to end up breaking, which is unfortunate. Nervii is still there, though, but they are taking volleys here from the mercenary Syrian archers here from Galatia, and that unit of fierce swords has now rounded off of the battlefield. Up, this unit of the Celtic warriors up on the wall here, not looking very good. Where's the unit here? This unit of Celtic warriors, 115, says melee. They are losing currently. What are they losing to? This Galician sword unit is very small. Oh, archer fire. Mercenary Syrian archers here for Galatia getting fantastic volleys up right onto this wall into these Celtic warriors, hitting them right in the back. Thankfully, this gate is neutralized, though. Now, if these two units of Celtic warriors were able to get down and break into this unit of Galician legionnaires, that would be fantastic, again, for the attackers to have yet another way to get into the settlement. Let's get over here. Ooh. Nervii, guerrilla swordsman on a battering ram. Oh, but no. Nabatea saw it. Thorax pikemen making their way down. Unit of Desert Levy making their way down here as well. Well, we have another unit of, I'm guessing that's more guerrillas. Yeah, guerrilla swordsmen making their way over here. I don't know if it would be a bad idea to just continue knocking. I mean, is this... I don't know if this is not passable. I guess I'm going to have to try and maybe I'll get a match and get onto this map here and see about knocking down this section of wall, because if they can get through in here, that would be great. That would be a really big step, because they'd be able to come over here to the town center, and it's a victory cap win, but it's a win nonetheless, and it's a tournament. So there are rules, but at the same time you want to win. So let's see what the guerrilla swordsmen are doing. They are making their way around. We do have the Desert Levy. Looks like they're going to pull over and try and stop this unit of guerrilla swordsmen. Maybe the swordsmen were just going to try and come wrap around into the pikemen here. Anything else making their way over? No, we just have the 2 units of the guerrilla swords so far. Nothing really else on this side at the moment. Let's get back in here, see how Carthage is doing. Actually, wow, he's pushed back Nabatea pretty good, at least in the middle here. Unit of Libyan infantry getting into some of the Nabatea Axe warriors. Actually have a unit of the Syrian archers here for Galatia getting into combat. Noble fighters leading the way in here. Let's see what the noble fighters are up to kill-wise. 104 so far for them, 102 for this unit of Libyan infantry. Another unit of the Desert Levy here for Nabatea is now starting to waver. Libyan infantry. Another unit, what's coming up here? What is this? Let's see. Mercenary Italian swordsmen making their way up as well. Let's see what's going on up on this wall. Yeah, the Libyan infantry still up on the wall here, taking on these Desert Legionnaires. More units coming out, though, unfortunately. Sicily coming out with the reinforcement units. We do have a unit of Galatian swords here. 2 units of the Desert Legionnaires making their way over here as well. Egyptian cavalry is starting to peel their way around over here. That could be actually very interesting. We have the Armored Numidian General here. And here comes the Nabatean Noble Cavalry. Oh, this is going to be huge. By guerrilla swordsmen. Oh, big charge into that unit. Just dropping number. Look at how fast that number is dropping. Wow. Now that the cavalry is in actual melee combat, the number will start slowing down, but it's still going to drop. Yeah, that unit is wavering. And Nabatea is moving over his unit of thorax pikemen here to block this gate. So this cavalry is unfortunately going to have to stop, lest they be pretty much annihilated by those gigantic skewers here that these pikemen have. Yeah, the Nervii units on this side have been routed. This one's still kind of holding on, gone, broken. This unit here has been routed, more than likely will shatter as well. 12 minutes left in the replay here. Let's see what Egypt is doing. Egypt still holding back here. He's got his Galician Royal Guard, Thorax Pikemen, and a unit of Carian Axemen still sitting back over here. Do have a couple of his units of Cretan Archers over here, maybe trying to get some fire in onto the backs. Actually, Nervii is actually doing pretty good here against Sicily. There's a Legionnaire unit here, 59 of 160. These 2 units, Oathsworn and a unit of Fierce Swords, are going to probably break this unit, which could be a bit of a foothold here. That Egyptian cavalry might actually want to think about coming back around over onto this side to come through here. If they can come through here, they can weasel their way around and start hitting into these depleted units. Oh, never mind. Palace Rakim Palace Guard for Nabatea making their way up. That is another tough unit. Some more of the Galatian Legionnaires making their way over here, which is, again, I've said it a couple of times, one of the downfalls of an attack on a wall being stopped, and then that army subsequently pulling back. That will allow the units here, the Galatian units, to start pushing units down over here to help defend. But, ooh, what is this? What do I see here? More Nervii flags, actually here in the town center. Ooh, guerrilla swordsman taking on the armored Numidian rider general, and he's gonna rout. Oh, is he gonna get away? He's going to get away. Ooh, Sicily almost lost his general there. Do have the other unit of the guerrilla swordsman here getting in onto the noble cavalry general here for Nabatea. He's down 20 men already. Cavalry here has charged back in. The armored general here from Sicily has charged back in onto this unit of swordsmen. It says that they are currently winning decisively, but they are starting to lose some numbers now. Oh, this could be huge. This could be huge. We still do have the Pike. Oh, no, the guy's breaking. It says a move. Wait, the unit is winning, but they're wavering. Their army loss penalty, maybe? Wavering, attacked in the rear. They were attacked in the rear by the cavalry, but that's done. Oh, Desert Legionnaires making their way. Oh, well, Mississippi General has now broken. I'm not entirely sure if he is dead, though. But the unit itself has now shattered off of the battlefield. Let's see how this other the swordsman unit here. So, that's slave infantry is going to get routed. Let's see how the general is doing. Down to 37 men. Unit losing decisively. Ooh, what's the cavalry doing? How did they lose so many numbers? Oh, they did try and charge in through the gate. Oh, that's not a good idea. 66 kills. Wow. Let's get back over here real quick. Nabatean General has now shattered as well. Whoa. Okay, this is a big turn. This is a huge turn. Nervii now has 2 units here in the town center. Is there anything else coming over here? We do have a unit of tribal slingers making their way over here, but they have lost their general. This unit of Vigiles probably going to suffer the same morale loss. Oh, this unit of Vigiles is starting to break. Could they steal this? Let's see what we have. We do have some of the Nabatean army making their way over here. Galatian noblemen from Nabatean archers. Okay, so we're sending 1 general and 3 units of archers on their way over here. Egypt looks like they were trying to make their way through here again. Carrying Axemen tried to charge up, but we do have some Galatian legionnaires, Galatian swords, and unit of Levi Freeman here looked like maybe they were throwing some pila volleys. So unfortunately, it looks like the Egyptian army is all but gone. I see 1 unit of pikemen. He does still have his 4 units of ranged and Galatian royal guard, and he does have his 3 units of depleted cavalry over here. But yeah, Nervii does not, I don't know. There's one unit of their guerrilla swordsmen is actually just routing. What are they routing from? Are these slingers just coming in here and killing them? Nervii is not really moving. That's a shame. Oh wait, we do have some pila volleys coming from this guerrilla swordsman unit, trying to hit into this unit of Desert Vigiles. Oh, but here comes reinforcements. Yeah, that unit's dead. It was a good move, though. That was a really good move there, Nervii. Let's see how we're doing on this gate over here. We do have the Carthaginian General's Bodyguard General in combat here. He is losing men. He's going to start routing. Down to 8 men left in that. Gone. Wow, just shattered. Completely just broke. Nervii Oathsworn unit here taking on some Galatian Legionnaires. Armored Desert Hoplites. We do have a lot of archer fire coming, though. Mercenaries here and archers here. Tribal slingers moving up as well. It looks like the Carthaginian attack on this breach point has been halted as well. Let's see what the Egyptian cavalry is doing. I see them starting to move around. Let's see where they are going to go. They're going to just charge right in here. Let's see this. Well, we do have some spikes right there. I do see some spikes. Yeah, it looks like the Egyptian cavalry is just going to try and muscle their way through these units here. Syrian archers, Galatian swords, and this unit of Galatian legionnaires. I don't think the Egyptian cavalry is going to last very long. Yeah, 1 unit is already red there at the top of his staff there, so his morale is not very good at all. Have we seen the... Oh, there he is. Egyptian general. What is he? Unit of carrying axemen making their way over here. Full solid 160 men in that unit. Pikemen still 160 men. If they can get the pikes up here, that actually might be very beneficial for them, because I don't... They have hoplites, legionnaires, and legionnaires. Actually, the pikes might actually be an okay unit to put up there. Let's see what these slingers are up to kill-wise. 3 kills, they still have a ton of ammo. This unit with only 20 kills, Syrian archers, they still have a ton of ammo. That's rough. Well, Egypt could be using his archers. I don't know if he's firing right now. Actually, what was that? I did see a volley come from somewhere. Where's this volley come? Oh, it's from the general. And he is throwing his volleys up onto the top of the wall here into this unit of Desert Cohort. Shots are actually never mind. I thought they were actually landing. They were all just hitting the piece of wall artillery there. 5 minutes left in this battle replay. Carthage here, unit of Italian swordsmen look like they are getting ready to start to waver. Do have some Oathsworn here. Desert Hoplite still here. We do have the Nervii archers appear to be out of ammunition. Yeah, they're going to make their way into this breach point here. What about the Egyptian? They're out of armor, out of ammunition. And that unit there, this unit is out of ammunition as well. And this unit is just getting shot by this archer tower, starting to waver there. Ooh, big break over here. Unit of the Citizen Cavalry and a unit of Desert Levy here starting to waver. Citizen Cavalry have now broken. Let's see what's still going on with the Citizen Cavalry. Both two units still here, 38 out of 80, 31 out of 80, but Galatia is just shoving more units out here. So Desert Levy out here now. Nabatean Axe Warriors. Do have a unit of Galician Legionnaires. Galician Swords making their way up. What is this? African pikemen down to 49 men. They are wavering, gone. 127 kills for that unit there. Carthaginian general is dead. As I said earlier, his unit just completely shattered. Galician Royal Guard trying to make their way in here. We do have the Holy Hunter starting to waver. I don't think this is going to work out. Egypt is pretty much gone. I don't think Egypt has any infantry left. Oh, all of his flags are starting to waver. His general, 159 men, didn't even see a bit of combat. Lost one man and is wavering. That is rough. Cavalry has broken. They are routing off of the battlefield. We do see more of the Egyptian flags starting to waver. A couple more units here. Nervii units are starting to waver as well. Successful defense. Yeah. That was a really good defense. I mean, it was they held here. I mean, look at all the bodies just laying around here on this front part there, this front part here. Solid wall. Solid wall. Lots of carrying axemen, thorax swordsmen over here, all dead. Galician Livy Freeman, Galician swords here. Nabatean Axe Warrior, this unit is routing, but doesn't really make a difference. And yeah, that center there has been handled decisively. A couple of units of the Nervii guerrilla warriors tried to make their way in. Unfortunately, were not that successful. They did make it to the center. They killed 2 generals, so I mean that's good, but it just wasn't enough. It seems like it just wasn't enough. Yeah, 2 minutes 16 seconds left in the replay. It's not looking good. Actually, Egypt's still here. I mean, his general's been wavering for a little while here, so let's see what, maybe they can still try and do something. So we have here at this, all the hunters fighting into some cohort, armored desert hoplites, and Galician legionnaires. Cretan archers continuing to waver. We do have a unit of Oathsworn back here wavering. Oathsworn general for Nervii is pulling back from the city. Actually, he's turning. Not sure where he's going. Looks like maybe he's going to start coming up. Oh, but the defenders are pushing units out. Yeah, it's usually the sign of an end of a siege. Galician swords making their way out. We do have a unit of the Nabatean Axe Warriors and just a whole bunch of routing now. Royal Guard still up there fighting. They are not giving up just yet, but we do have a unit of Galician Legionnaires that have just pushed right through them. Yeah, Royal Guard now starting to waver. Ooh, Nervii General's not stopping. He's not giving up. Oathsworn General pushing into this unit of the Axe Warriors here. Probably going to beat this unit of Axe Warriors at least, but it looks like Galician Legionnaires coming in from behind here. Going to get a rear charge in onto the Oathsworn General. Do see some more fire coming from somewhere. Is those slingers up there firing? It says that they are firing. Looks like they're firing into the general as well. The Nervii Oathsworn General has now been surrounded. But these units are still not completely gone. They're still just routing. Oh, 30 seconds left. Never mind. Okay, so if I have the name correctly, it looks like it will be a successful defense for Team Gangrene here in round 2 of the PA Events Discord Rome 2 Siege Battle, being hosted by Natsu Royal, who is a administrator, I believe, in the PA Discord, Event Discord. Also, I just want to say I am covering this Total War replay here with Core from the War Knight, so I will make sure to put his link down below in the description, along with the PA Events Discord link as well. Let's get into the army breakdowns here. Start off with Nabatea here. His general was 65 kills. Unfortunately, was killed by some of the guerrilla swordsmen there by Nervii. Archer's doing pretty well, 90, 52, 142, and 20. His Armored Desert Hoplites here, 52 and 42. Desert Levy, 65, 83, 53, and 45. Getting into his Axe Warriors, 84, 107, 120, 68, 137, 100, 108. His Pikemen with 84 kills, and his Rakim Palace Guard, 0 kills, didn't even lose a single man. Getting into Masacely here, Billy Blaze is 128, who's actually the guy that sent me the video. So, dude, thank you for sending this to me. I'm so happy that this Rome tournament is continuing to move forward. We are now in the second round of this tournament, so getting pretty exciting. His Armored Numidian Rider General with 97 kills. He was actually also killed by a unit of the Guerrilla Swordsmen, if I remember correctly. Tribal Slingers, 97, 105, and 98. His Desert Cohort with 111. Getting into his Desert Legionnaires, 152, 249, 88, 118, 190, 125, 82, 81, 74, and 127. So pretty solid there with his Legionnaires. All of them over or just a little bit under 100 kills. This unit with 250 kills, solid there. This unit with almost 200 kills also. Desert Vigiles here, 38 and 19, and his Slave Infantry, 68 and 8. Dagger McStabby here with Galatia. His general didn't even see combat. Celtic Slingers here with 32 kills, and that unit looks like they've been they were destroyed. Syrian Heavy Archers here, 161, 291 kills with this unit, and 20 with the final. His Galatian Legionnaires, 191, 131, 119, 97, and 158. 140 and 48, so well done there with the Galatian Legionnaires. Getting into his swords, 115, 65, 114, and 182. And his 2 units of Levy Freeman, 53 and 63. So very solid kills there by the defenders. Getting into Nervii here, Team Window Lickers with Spitfire here. His Oathsworn General, 41 kills. Getting into his Archers, 43, 50, 23, and 60. His Celtic Warriors, 79, 32, 56, 49. Getting into his Fierce Swords, 105, 179, 218. His Guerrilla Swordsmen, 62, 93, 161, and 162. I'm guessing these are the 2 units that made it into the town center. And his other 2 units of Oathsworn, 149 and 31. Axe Minister here as Carthage, his general with 36 kills. Mercenary Slingers, 198. Cretan Archers here, 70, 120, and 168. African Pikemen, 127. Getting into his Libyan Infantry, 108, 137, 126, 115, 232 kills, and 186 kills. So, wow, those 2 units there, very, very well done. Mercenary Gallic Warriors here, 22, 15, 21. Getting into his mercenaries here, or more mercenaries here for Carthage. Italian Swordsman, 62, 105, and 58. And his unit of Noble Fighters with 260 kills. Finally here we have Solid Man with Egypt, his general with 3 kills. His 3 units of Citizen Cavalry, 12, 16, and 23. Mercenary Cretan Archers, 109, 113, 156. The Nubian Bowmen, 1 unit here with 105. Egyptian Infantry, 41 and 0. Galatian Royal Guard, 172. Galatian Swordsman, 3 and 11. Getting into his Carrion Axemen here, 13 and 31. His pikeman unit did not see a bit of combat. And his final 4 units here, Thorax Swordsman, 76, 85, 33, and 42. So, okay, as of right now, Gangrene is up 1-0 if I have the names and the people correct. And so next it will be Gangrene attacking and Window Lickers defending, which I'm pretty sure will be covered by Core. So I will, like I said before, I will make sure to put his link for his YouTube channel down in the description below. And I will talk to you guys soon.